Hi, BookTube. This is an unscripted video. Yeah, I know. They don't happen often, so take note, right? I thought I would do a behind the scenes look at how I put together content, all my techniques and the tools that I use. For some people, that's just going to be entertainment because you've got a method that works for you, and that's fine. But you never know when you share who might get some hints or tips or ways that they might want to do something. But whichever it is for you, I still felt it was worth it to take you on this little tour about how I do BookTube. I'll start by talking about equipment. I use a laptop rather than my mobile phone. Now, that's because I already had a laptop for university work, but also I script, as I've said many, many times, and you're going to see that later. So a laptop was just better. And so in addition to that, I used a webcam, and that's what I put up here is the webcam I started using. After about 2 months, I found that the laptop's own camera and microphone, they weren't adequate enough. They weren't giving good sound quality. This little device, so inexpensive, I've been so satisfied with it, haven't looked around to replace it. So I thought I'd put it up here in case anybody else is thinking, I could use a better camera and microphone. This one has been fantastic. Just a little plug and play thing, no additional software, works just great. Now, with regard to lighting, I don't have any special lighting. I haven't bought any of those, those ring lights that I see. And of course, being a person with glasses, I'm always concerned about reflections in them. But it's funny. I'm going to say this for all you YouTubers who wear glasses. I fret and fuss when I'm editing my videos about light in mine. I never notice it when I'm watching yours. I don't. I'm completely unconscious of it. I'm totally listening to what you're saying. And when you pointed out, when you go, oh, God, reflections in my glasses, I think, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Well, never mind. Just carry on talking because that shows the content you're making is way more important than what actually shows up in glasses. And I've got to learn to believe in that as well. Okay, let's talk about scripting, because I do script. But before you go, oh my God, really? All that? There's two reasons why I choose to script. I script because I don't trust myself not to babble on stupidly if I don't script. But secondly, and this is probably the more important reason, I love to write. I need to write. I've done all kinds of different sorts of writing throughout my life. But when I came to do BookTube, I knew that BookTube was going to take up so much of my time that it would have to be a hobby that allowed me to read and write, or I wouldn't be satisfied. So that is the bigger reason, really, for scripting. So what you can see here is a blank template for a fiction review before I start filling it in. Right, that's my framework for doing it. With coffee breaks and sidelines and stuff like that, I just write a straight essay and read it. So if I show you what the finished review looks like, there we go. That's where I began to fill in. And so I literally I read it off the screen and go, hi BookTube, welcome to another fiction review. Before we get started, I need to explain the photographs. Now when I'm recording, I do this in very small clips so that I can practice ahead of time and so that it feels natural, and so I'm able to look up at the camera a great deal because I feel that's important. You're in the camera, you're not down there on my laptop script. So I do try to practice it to make it seem as natural as possible. And I think that's everything I want to say about that. So we'll go on now and we'll look at the editing process. Did I say editing? I meant recording. See, this is why I script as well, okay? Fewer errors, fewer complete flub ups. Or, I should keep more in just so that you all know, I breathe and go, just like other people. But, I like the tidying up business. So this is what I use. I use OBS Studio for recording. It allows me to upload, I don't know if you can see directly under my camera image there, it allows me to upload pictures, text, and other things that I can put on screen. My little Read What You Own logo is a piece of artwork that I did in PowerPoint and then I uploaded it. So this is where I check my volume levels. That's what you can see in the center area there, the audio mixer. And then you can see the controls on the right-hand side there where I can start and stop recording. And then all those little videos, they are saved into a file. Let's see if I can show you that. There we go. There's my OBS clips. So that's all the little clips that I save up that would make up a whole individual video. So that's everything ready for editing. But what I should also show you here is what I see when I'm actually looking at the camera here and recording. What I've got up on screen is I've got on the left-hand side the script that I'm reading, and on the right-hand side, so I have it as a split screen, I've got the recording software. And so I'm sitting here, you can't see my mouse hand, but I'm moving my cursor back and forth. And I do, again, I rehearse that so that I get, the cursor movements are not something I'm deciding on while I'm looking at the camera and trying to appear calm and professional. I do it in the background so that you can't see. So that is the recording side of it. Now we will go on to editing. So for editing, I like to use Lightworks. And I should say, both the OBS recording software and Lightworks are available for free. I did not pay any money. When I started the BookTube channel, I didn't know whether I was going to be liking it, good at it, get any subscribers or any of that. So I didn't want to spend any money initially. So for the first, I used these pieces of software because I thought I can have them for free. They've both been fantastic. I've got to say, OBS Studio and Lightworks are very intuitive, and there's tons of YouTube videos telling you how to do different stuff. So even if you do get stuck and you think, oh, I want to put some text on screen like a banner, how do I do it? There's a video that'll talk you through it. So it's fantastic. So this is the opening screen I get when I'm starting a new project, and of course I can pick up old projects you can see there and work with them again if I need to. This, I'll just see if I can give you the editing screen. So here we go. So here's me. I'm dropping down. Let me get my camera just out of the way over here because I mostly use the other side. So you can see that I've dropped down all my clips on the top left-hand side there. That's all the clips pulled up from that folder from the OBS Studio recordings. And then what Lightworks allows me to do is smash them together and then go through them with a fine-tooth comb, remove all my breaths, which I'm so sorry, everybody. I know you must think I'm a bit fastidious for pulling out just everything when I'm editing, but I can't bear to hear them. Probably nobody else cares, but here we go. I'm the editor, so it's what I care that goes, really. But I do find this a really simple piece of software to use, really like it. And of course, it's set up so that once I've completed the editing process, it's automatically got a download into the correct format for YouTube. So I just use that, and then I go on to the uploading process, which you all know, right? So I'm not going to show that because you guys all post to YouTube, so you know what the studio software looks like, etc., etc. So that's a little bit of a look at how I do YouTube. Now, I might look into changing the software if I have somebody show me something that's really wow, but I don't do anything that sophisticated. I haven't worked on intros and outros yet. I might do, I might do. And I'm not saying no to that. But for now, this is how I do my stuff. So thanks everybody for letting me share that. Hope you enjoyed it, and good luck with all your BookTube content creation. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.